Let's work our way through this problem. This is a problem that we could initially solve without any of these steps using TIBO. Here we have the square root of 9 equals 9 to the 1/2. Well, square roots I know are squares, so they have a 2 here and a hidden 1 here. So top in, bottom out. This would solve straight up with TIBO. But let's go ahead and check all of their logic here. Their logic starts with the square root of 9. We know that 3 times 3 is 9, so the square root of 9 must be 3. I know that anything without an exponent has that exponent be a hidden 1. I want this 3 one time. Then I know that anytime I have a 1, I can break it up into 1/2 plus 1/2. And here, this is where we get left off. We have to use some new logic to get 2 new steps before we get to the end where we have 9 to the 1/2. So the piece of logic that we're going to use here is I know that if I have 2 exponents added, I'm going to have my base and then my base the second time. So base to the exponent and then base to the exponent. So if I have 3 1/2 plus 1/2, it would follow that I have 3 to the 1/2 times 3 to the 1/2. Usually we teach this going this way. The logic goes this way. We say if we have 2 exponents and they're multiplying with the same base, then what do we do with the powers? We add the powers. So we can go the other direction when need be. Now, once I take this, I'm going to undistribute. So what that means is I'm going to take this 1/2 and this 1/2, and I'm going to bring them outside of some parentheses. So I'm going to have this all equal my 2 bases still multiplying, and then my 1/2 on the outside. Again, usually we taught this going the other direction, where we said, oh, if you have 2 things, if you have stuff on the inside of parentheses, you would distribute the exponent. Well, now in this case, we undistributed the exponent. So it would follow that this right here leads to this idea, which would then lead to this idea. And it really nicely follows because 3 times 3 is 9. So then I would just have 9 to the 1/2. So what I'm missing here is the idea that my base and my exponent can be multiplied, and then I can undistribute my exponents and just get 3 times 3 to the 1/2. And we can see that would be selection C. None of these, if you actually try and look them over, some of them don't actually make any sense. This one really doesn't follow from this part, so this one wouldn't make sense. This one is a complete misunderstanding of what adding exponents mean. Adding exponents really mean that the bases are multiplied, okay? So this is a complete misunderstanding. That's out. And this right here is not going to work out because you're going to have, what's 1/2 plus 1/2? That's 1. So you're going to have 3 times 3 to the 1 would be the next step, and then you have 9 to the 1. And that's not where we're trying to go. So this one actually really just messes up in its vision. So the only one that even makes sense is C, and we can show that.